going. Amber, how's your knee, Amber?
Right now, okay.
Okay.
I think surgery needs to happen.
Okay.
Not getting any better.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the update.
I cannot feel pain there. However,
Wow.
every now and again I'll get an ache.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And that pain system normally tells us when something's gone wrong, but if the pain system doesn't
I know.
work properly, then it can't tell you, really.
It's hard to figure out.
Well, Amber, just as you always do, just do as much as you can. Do what you're comfortable with. Do what you're confident with, and it's great to see you. Great to see you.
Great.
As it's great to see all of you. So tonight there's like a kind of a kneeling pattern. I think Steve's going to be joining us, but a little bit later. So we've got a couple of things we're going to do for like a warm up. So I thought we could. Why mess with tradition? Let's do a breath sort of warm up, because that's as good as any. And just relax into it, and just do what you can to just let go of any tension in your system. Once you've got your limbs in a nice posture, just see what you can do just to let your body relax, and just take some really nice kind of good quality diaphragmatic breaths on each side. Hi Rob, great, glad you could join us. Good to see you. It's looking terrific, guys. Well done. Very nice indeed. That is looking really good. Really good. Guys, I'm going to have to raise my game to keep up with you lot. This is brilliant. Let me just do yeah, looking very good indeed. It's nice use of a strap there. Okay. Yeah. Is that a recent thing?
No, it's just.
Yeah, it's good. Really good. Welcome, Brooke. Great to see you. We're just warming up with a couple of breath sauce ready. So once you've done that, okay. All right. So here we go. So we're gonna kind of look at a couple of aspects of the kneeling process today. But I thought one one thing that we could maybe work on before we kind of get into the actual kneeling side of things is a little bit of hip extension in like a supported position, or yeah, supported and suspended position, really. So I thought the first thing that we could do is just try out a little bit of bridging. Now, when if I do a bridging technique, what have I got to remember?
Belt buckle to the ceiling.
Belt buckle to the ceiling. So, hey, can you?
Oh no, I didn't mean I'll volunteer.
Well, no. I think, yeah. Can you expand a little bit more? So, because maybe lots of people know what you mean, but maybe some people don't. What does belt buckle to the ceiling mean? And what are you trying to avoid by doing that?
Right, it's pushing your hips. What is trying to avoid? Your bum hanging down.
Okay, yeah. So you want to. We definitely want to engage the hips. That's for sure, isn't it? And Kay's right. So when we do the bridge, we've got to. We want to. Like I don't have a belt on, but I guess the belt buckle area would come to the very lowest part of my jumper here. So Kay's right that we want this kind of zone here to come to the ceiling, rather than just a little bit higher up. Because if I do this, I'm using my lower back, right? So the idea of the belt buckle to the ceiling, this lower area here, is that hopefully I'm using my hips a little bit. Oh, Steve has just arrived. Let him in. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start off with we're just going to start off with like a two-legged bridge. So have a go at that. But yeah, just see if you can be really mindful to think about like a really lower. It's almost like a couple of inches below your. Hey, Charles, good to see you. A couple of inches below your belly button, below your navel, and you can also just very slightly turn your toes inward if you want, just very slightly, and you want to see if you can get the just get that control, lifting the pelvis up. Luke's already added a like a bridge walk in there. So if you feel that you can then try and take one leg off. Luke, that's really nice, mate. Really good. So kind of play around with that a little bit. But again, we want quality rather than quantity. So we're not trying to knock out a couple of hundred of these. You want to go for quality and control, a bit of smoothness. You want to make sure that you're kind of breathing really nicely through this as well. You're not just surviving it. If you do try lifting your feet up, you want to be able to lower them back down to the ground with softness and control, so you're not slamming the foot down too much. Guys, looking very good. Very good. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Well done, guys. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. So what we're going to do now is, and maybe Tom can help us here. Tom, let's see if you have a lie back down in the bridge position. Here we go. Oh, TJ is just joining us. That's great. Now, if you go back down, Tom, you go back down. Now, something that I think many of you probably will be very happy or be able to do. Tom, if you bring your left knee up towards your chest, yeah, and you can, I think, I don't know if you can try holding on to that left knee, maybe, and now see if you can do the bridge now. Yeah, okay, and back down again. So yeah, well done, Tom, and release. Yeah, and just try one more of those, maybe on the right side. Yeah. So you're gonna put that knee into that hip and that knee into flexion before you try and lift up off the ground. So yeah, so what you're looking for, that what's the advantage of that when Tom flexes his hip and knee like that? Why is that a helpful thing to do? Welcome to TJ, by the way. Glad you could join us.
I think I was sitting in the waiting room.
Oh no. Oh TJ, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Ah, sorry. Oh, glad you've connected now. Thank you.
It was weird.
What's the advantage? What's the advantage of holding that hip and knee into flexion before?
Yeah, no. Did we lose Kristen? It seems like we had a question like this about the pretzel, and Corey had a good answer for it. Oh, Kristen left. Yeah. Huh.
He's gone, right?
We temporarily lost him. He beat the ghost.
I think it's because he brought you in, TJ. You're now Crispin for the night.
There he
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Hey guys, I'm so glad to see you all. I thought it would throw you all off. That is excellent. My laptop suddenly ran out of power, so I've just plugged it in. But I thought it might crash the whole show. But I'm so glad to see you. All right then. Sorry for that brief interlude. Okay, so what's the answer? Why is holding that one leg up into hip and knee flexion? What's the advantage of that?
Maybe it's more a balance challenge.
It is more of a balance challenge, Linda. Yep. That wasn't quite what I was thinking, but that is still a good answer.
Does it have something to do with walking and with single leg balance or? So
Tom, that is also a very good answer. So it is. We've turned it into an asymmetrical pattern, which is going to be especially useful for like the half kneeling stuff that we're going to do. But that's also not quite the answer I was looking for.
I don't know the answer, but I know it's something to do with, you said before, that by doing it, it disengages you being able to do something else, so you have to use something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. So in the breathsal, we have the top leg. Let's have a look. We have so we have the top leg up into hip and knee flexion, and that action is what locks in that's what locks in the lumbar spine. Yeah, so for example, in the breath salt, if you didn't flex your top hip and knee, and you just bent your bottom leg back and then tried to rotate your thoracic spine, a lot of that rotation will go down into the lumbar spine. But because you flex your hip and knee, oh, thanks, Kate. Well done. Yeah, when you flex your top hip and knee, you lock your lumbar spine so that, like if Corey can demonstrate this now, by holding, see how Corey's held his hip and knee into flexion there. So when he extends, it's all going to be through the hip. So you've taken out the opportunity of the lumbar spine to kind of go into extension. Ready? Does that make sense? Or is that just confusing? So yeah. Or does anyone have any questions about that or comments or so basically if you can do it one-legged, that's a really good it's good for like an asymmetrical posture, but it's also really good to ensure that any movement you get with your hips off the ground is going to come from the hips and not from the lumbar spine. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Amber. Yeah. It's a bit harder, right? Yeah. So if it's really hard, it's probably better to do it two-legged, to use both sides, and to do a like a better quality movement.
Okay. So like with like that?
Yeah. So try with both legs, Amber. See if you can do just pushing off with both legs.
That I can do. Yeah.
TJ, that's a good move, my friend. Getting rid of those socks. That's a very good move. It's definitely, well done. TJ, make sure the whole foot is down onto the ground. That whole right foot, a little bit further away from you. Get that foot a little bit further away from you. The right foot. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then you've got a little bit more of a leverage. Just to see if you can. Yeah. TJ, very good, mate. Very good. And down again. Yeah. You don't need to hold it there for too long. You can just just see if you can push up and then lower yourself down again. You don't need to hold it for too long.
Really good.
Yeah. Timur, really good, mate. That's looking really, really good.
All right, thank you.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. Guys, that is looking excellent. Yeah. Does anyone feel any different? For those of you that are doing this, does it feel like the movement comes a little bit more from the hip now? Or is it harder to tell? Or
It's harder to lift my hip properly. I only go up a bit.
Yeah.
But it's better for the hip. Yeah.
So I suspect that's a good sign, Linda, because it's probably because you're not able to compensate. You're getting much more of a pure movement now from the hip rather than from the.
I don't not tending toward arching my back with the leg up. I noticed, so that's the one thing I have to fight with 2 feet is lifting the hips and not arching the back.
Yeah. Yeah. But when you do it one-legged, Tom, you feel there's less coming from your lower back?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Absolutely.
That's a good feeling. Corey, anything you want to add at all, or?
About doing it with what you just showed us, or just in general?
Well, anything really. But yeah, anything linked with that, with the last couple of movements that we've done.
Yeah, as we've been doing it, but just, focusing on the belt buckle, it is harder to hold it like a plank, because you're not compensating, like holding it up here with your hips is a lot harder than if you use your abs. So just isolate the hip. You don't hold yourself up as long.
Yeah.
Like you can use your abs, but it's not really, bridge.
There's more parts of the body are playing a part, aren't they, rather than just the hip. Okay, all right then. Okay then, right then, guys. So that's now maybe what we could do is let's do one more thing. Let's do one more thing with the hips before we go on to the kneeling pattern. So of course when the big thing, of course, is when we're kneeling, when we're kind of doing a kneeling pattern, we really need this hip into extension, really. So if I try and kneel up like this, and this hip is still in flexion, that's much less stable, less helpful. So we're really looking to engage a pattern where this hip is, the whole pattern is allowing this hip to extend, really. So we can kind of do another kind of non-weight bearing version of this, where we'll just see, get the sole of your foot, up towards the ceiling, which is kind of like in a way, it's kind of like a non-weight bearing version of this, if that makes sense. Like this is kind of like this, but so just get a really good quadruped leg setup, and then just see what it's like. Just try and get the sole of your foot facing the ceiling. Seeing if we can kind of get that pattern in like a non-load bearing way, really. And just take your time.
Hey, Joel.
Okay.
It's good, Rob. Really nice. Really nice. Looking very nice, Kay. It's good. Yeah, really good. Hey, just out of interest, if I don't know if you had like a small object that you could tuck into the back of your left knee to try and, like a tennis ball or something, or some kind of Christmas decoration off the tree or something. Something that you could, yeah, just, oh, perfect. Look at that. A Christmas tennis ball. Brilliant. Yeah, just see if you can kind of just keep that tennis ball in, and then lift the tennis ball up to the ceiling. Oh, nice try. Good. Yeah, yeah. If that makes any.
Difficult. See that?
It's still
Should we be emphasizing head up the lumbar curve, or does it matter?
I think so, Tom. Yeah, I think normal rules of engagement apply to. Yeah, okay, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, maybe just you maybe don't go as far as you lose the tennis ball. So just go as far as you still got the tennis ball. Brilliant, and then back down again. Nice, really nice. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
well, you're straight from kind of next.
Yeah.
So that you go that way.
It's looking good, Tom. Yeah, yeah. Does that feel okay, Tom? Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kate.
Yeah. Let's look. TJ, maybe what just before you try to move any of the limbs, see if you can just get a little bit more of your head up and a little bit more curve in your lumbar spine.
Okay.
So don't worry too much about trying to lift the limb off the floor.
Things going on.
But
Sorry.
just
Sorry. Hey, Kate. Close that door for me. Okay, go ahead. Squat with your head up.
Move forward. You want the two things for people to come over.
I know. I have an idea.
Who's that?
Michael.
Timur, really nice. Really nice.
Never contacted me.
But
Timo, what I like about what you're doing there is you're really taking your time. You've got excellent control.
good.
Yeah, that's very, very tidy indeed.
Great, thank you.
Tidy indeed. Here we go. So let's see. Yeah. So see what you can do, TJ. Just yeah, get as good a setup as you can, and just get a little bit more extension in that lumbar spine if you can. Just yeah, there you go. Now you're cooking on gas. That's good. And even just stabilizing yourself in that position and keeping that lumbar curve, and then seeing if you can just take maybe, you know, the right knee off the deck, but just by a centimeter, right? Or just by an inch or whatever whatever metric you choose. But just keep that lumbar curve, TJ. Good work. Really good work. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then back down again. Yeah, yeah, good. And that's all you need to do, TJ. That just small movements, but having like a really strong foundation in that setup. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. All right then. Okay then. So here we go. Let's see. In the second half of the session, let's have a look at the actual kneeling things. Now, so one of the things that I'm interested in is the transitions. I remember watching like a couple of videos of Gray talk on kind of movement patterns and things. and I'm sure Steve has mentioned this too as well, and that it's not necessarily the end result. It's not necessarily the end destination, which is the best thing. It's the transition. It's the journey there, which hopefully arrives at a good end point. But actually, the magic is in the transition, not just that final not just that final kneel, if you like. Say like you're trying to kneel, it's not just about kneeling at the end, it's how we got into that posture. So I thought what we could do is do a little bit of a flow, and I thought we could start with like a rolling pattern into a tall kneeling pattern, which maybe looks something a little bit like, like this. Yeah, so we could have a go. So so you guys are so good at rolling. I think the rolling part won't be a problem at all. But just see if you can do a rolling pattern into, and then from your roll, once you're on your front, see if then you can kind of get into kind of all fours, and then go back down into full kneeling, and then try and go up into tall kneeling. So as Corey's demonstrating here, so you're gonna go back onto that full kneeling posture, and then your head up. Once your head's up, then you can go into tall kneeling, and then you're kind of going sitting back down, and then you're kind of going to go forward again, just lie back on your tummy. And again, what you're looking for is just a smooth, slow, it doesn't really matter how you do it, just as long as it's smooth and it's controlled and you're breathing, and then you can kind of do your your leg extension roll, and then you're back in onto your side, and then you can kind of roll to the then you can kind of do a roll to the other side. So yeah, just follow your nose and see where you get to. See how it goes, and just have fun and play around with it. Just yeah. And we're working all the time on these transitions, like transitioning from from being on the floor into that 4-point kneeling. Yeah, that's it, Luke. Great work. And then up into tall kneeling. Luke, how tall can you get, Luke? Luke, my friend, that is excellent. That is really good.
Yeah.
Really nice. Yeah, looking good, Rob. That's good. Yeah, well done, Jules. That's looking good. And in any doubt, just remember, just breathe, slow down, and figure it out. Yeah, and just so you can do a few, take a break, do a couple more, just have fun with it, and just think of the whole transition, like that whole movement flow. It's what you guys have been practicing so well these last couple of years, really.
Good job, Timo.
Thank you, Corey.
Really nice, really nice. It's looking good.
Holy Ghost.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, good control there. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Well done, well done. Okay, guys, let's take a break there for a second. Well done, TJ. Really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. Just see if you can get that chest a little bit more, just a little bit more gently upright. Whoa, okay, good work, good work. Good use of your left hand there, TJ, as well. That's brilliant. It's good, very good, very good. Okay then, so any comments or observations or let's see now. Yeah, any comments or observations or
just that I kind of like the flows, they're nice.
yeah. Anything that stood out for you, Jules, at all, or
No, I don't know, just that I just enjoy the process of the flow. I don't know, from one to the other and back. It's kind of quite pleasing, I suppose. I don't know.
cool. Jules, come and give us a demo. Come and give us a yeah. Show us what you're doing from start to finish. It'd be great to. Really nice, Jules. That is really good. Wow. Yeah. I like the way you went back down into prone there as well. That was very smooth.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Really nice. Yeah. Any comments or reflections on what Jules has just shown us there at all?
Look great.
Very
Didn't it?
smooth. Smooth.
Yeah.
Well, it's
The
really
only
nice.
thing I noticed is when you did your foot roll, the left roll, you can touch the ground as soon as you can.
Could you show us what you mean, Corey?
Like when you come in with your foot, you can reach. Like instead of it going way out here, you can touch it here.
Right.
Yeah.
Slide with it.
Yeah.
This way you can use your leg to control the roll.
Yeah.
So it's not sticking out, you know?
Mm.
You do the same thing with your hand. You can touch your hand and slide your hand out.
Yeah.
It actually makes it easier.
Yeah,
Thanks,
nice. Yeah, thanks, Corey. Nice one. Brooke, would you be able to show us how you were getting on?
Yeah.
I like your shirt.
Yeah.
I can relate. Unfortunately, I can relate.
It's funny. You know, Tom might say that all the time in a restaurant. So if I had too many drinks.
Well, I've told people that I was always hoping that if I had a drink, the unsteadiness and dizziness would go away, but it doesn't.
That would be beautiful.
Well,
Really nice, really nice. Brooke, let's go back to that front roll. That was really good, Brooke, really nice. If you go back, just do one of those rolls again, but from your back to your front. And yeah, and see if you can, oh, before you go, Brooke, before you go back down and just see if you can leave your legs, just leave that right leg completely relaxed. Just use your upper body and so don't use your legs, just use your upper body and just let the roll of the upper body, yeah. And then keep on going into your flow there, Brooke. So now you can come up all the way down into full kneeling. So you're kind of getting full, you can sit down on your heels. Yeah, there you go. Now come back up again, Brooke. So sit down on your heels. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then you can come back down and then go back down. Brilliant. Good work, Brooke. Good work. Hi, Steve. Welcome.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
Yeah,
Apologies
good.
for tardiness.
It looks like
still in the car at the moment, like.
Okay. Are you like in Bristol, or are you somewhere exotic?
Yeah. No, in Bristol, it's been a rather full day, I'm afraid.
Okay, all right.
Run up to Christmas and all that one, like.
Yeah. But are you good? Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, fine. I'm
Cool.
actually pulled over at the moment.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. Well, we're working on our whole kind of transition flow thing into kneeling. So maybe Rob, maybe you could give us a demo of what you've been doing, Rob.
Although there was something I would just say for Brooke there, as you talked her through the roll, which was really good, but she still finished with her hips. I think once her hand came down, she stopped reaching. And if she kept reaching and reaching and reaching throughout, then the reaching arm would drag her thoracic spine over, which would then drag the hips over, as opposed to the hips actively engaging. Does that make sense? That's it. So keep reaching, reach. Because you see at the end, you can see your hips moving, but your arm is static, and that's the sort of giveaway that you're turning your hips rather than continuing to reach. So head up, that's all good. And so get the hand down now, and I'll leave the hips where they are. Leave the hips, and that's it. And the hand has to reach out, keep reaching out to the side. Don't reach up. I think potentially you could get someone to demonstrate that for you, because it is something that just needs to click into place. Just really focus on not actively engaging the hips. Just let them go. Keep reaching. Try to touch the wall. Try to touch the wall. Touch the wall. Touch the wall. Touch the wall.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
and notice how your legs almost stayed crossed, and that's the giveaway.
Yeah.
That the hips didn't engage. If the hips engage, it will drag the legs over in a log roll. So that was really good. That.
Yeah.
And it's
Amazing.
probably salient the fact that you were reaching for something. You were reaching for the wall rather than just moving the hand. You had a reason to move.
Yeah.
But anyway, it didn't take me long to get on my soapbox.
Steve, amazing spot, mate. That was top draw. Yeah, thank you. How did that feel, Brooke?
Good. Yeah, I think focusing on reaching for something will help.
Yeah. Brilliant. Rob, let's come back to you. So let's just have a look, because we're going from a supine position. We're going to go into a roll. And then from the roll, we're going to find a way to transition into a kind of a supported kind of 4-point pattern. Then we're going to sit down on the heels, sit all the way down, get yourself nice and upright, Rob. And then from there, you can transition up into tall kneeling. Brilliant. And then just sitting back down. And then just as smoothly as you like, kind of back down, and then using your leg extension, kind of go back into supine. How did that feel, Rob?
Look great, mate.
Oh, switch your mic on, Rob.
Is it on?
Yeah, good work.
Yes, thank you. I thought Steve would be at Liverpool.
I'm just making sure I get home for 8 o'clock, mate. Don't worry about that. No concerns on that front.
Okay, so that's top drawer, Rob. Okay, so so what we're going to do now is, for those of you that would like to, and those of you that feel that you can, we're gonna do exactly the same thing again. But for those of you that feel that you want to, we can then go from tall kneeling into half kneeling. So we're gonna so we'll have a kind of go and do the rolling pattern, find a way to get into full kneeling, and then from full kneeling you can go into tall kneeling, from tall kneeling. But yeah, remember, we're not kind of chasing the destination. We're looking to see if we can own those transitions, the transitions between those points, which is gonna really improve our movement quality. Really.
You can add an interesting regression to that for those who aren't confident transitioning from tall kneeling to forward half kneeling or open half kneeling. You can go from tall kneeling back into the quadruped, and then go into forward half kneeling or open half kneeling in quadruped, and then hip hinge or squat up into the open half kneeling or forward half kneeling position. Or if either of those positions are too much of a challenge, mate, this is recording here. People could give this to the police.
Caught on camera.
You could go. You can just stay in that sort of forward half kneeling position, but in quadruped. You know, it will still exercise that asymmetrical pelvis, and you know, get stability through that position. So if you can't do the tall kneeling to half kneeling or open half kneeling transition from tall kneeling, go back to quadruped and do the transition there.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's see how we do. Let's see. So we'll just yeah, take your time, just breathe, slow down, figure it out, and just enjoy the process.
Catch up with you guys.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Sorry. Really appreciate it. Love you guys. Merry Christmas.
In case anyone.
Steve, your signal really broke up there, so we didn't actually collect any of those pearls.
Did that make sense straight down?
So we didn't actually get any of that, Steve. That the signal broke up at just the wrong time. Timo, that's great.
What I was saying was, if you wanted to demonstrate it, but Timo's just done it perfectly.
Yeah, and he's done a much better job. Yeah.
Look.
It's a nice shift there, Linda. Nice socks as well. Okay, that's brilliant. That's really good. Timo, that was another really good one.
Thank you.
Another really good one. See if you can get that right foot further forward there, Rob, because you're in quite a lot of knee flexion when you're doing that. So yeah, go back down again, Rob. Go back down again. So Rob, see if you can stay up as tall as you can, but just shift your hips over to the left. So it's almost like you're gonna stick not your shoulder. Okay, yeah. So back down into tall kneeling again, Rob. Go back down to tall kneeling. So rather than lean over with your shoulder, see if you can stick your hip out to the left. There you go. And now just keep your head up and bring that right leg through and get that as far forward as you can, Rob. Get that right foot as far forward as you can. Keep that chest as upright as you like. Okay. All right. Good. Well done, Rob. Well done.
Yeah.
That was a good. I think that was a good side shift, though. That was a good side shift. I think yeah, it might be easy for you not to you can get that side shift and then and the goal is to try and get like a 90-degree angle. Try and get a 90-degree angle with that front knee. Great work there, Timur. Lovely.
What are you calling the move, Crispin?
Oh no. What are you calling the move? So what's this? Is like it's kind of got to be like some kind of flow, isn't it? It's like a flow thing. A flow, maybe is it like a flow to tall kneel or flow to half kneel? Something along those lines, maybe.
Roll to half kneel or?
Yeah, roll to half kneel. There you go. Does what it says on the tin. Yeah. Guys, great. That's awesome work tonight. Any closing comments, abuse, heckling, Christmas wishes? Any
I like that new flow, whatever Tom just called it. I don't know why, but it just, I don't know, I think it's because it's so smooth.
It feels nice, doesn't it? Yeah.
Concentrate on the transitions. You've got my new favourite flow.
Well, you guys have done a great job with that today, and I think also it's like what you guys have been practicing week in, week out for so long now, and you're just threading it together, which is, and we've done that in many different ways, haven't we, over the last few months, threaded things together. And you guys have done a great job with that today. So
everyone.
Yeah, you too, Rob. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. So see you guys soon. Dieter and I might not make it at the weekend. I think we're going to be tied up at the weekend. So if I don't see you guys, have an amazing Christmas. Really great work.
You too.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And we'll
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Really good to see you all. But yeah, we'll catch up soon and practice as much as you like, and have a great time, whatever you're doing.
Cheers, Crispin.
See you later, guys.
Thank you.
Well done.
Bye.